Good day to all. My name is Mark, and I'm here with the second video of this philosophy of short-term and long-term. Today I'm going to be talking about long-term outlook, which is a complete contrast to last time's video. So, for example, what team in the real world meets this point of view? Maybe Arsenal. Hard to say. What's his name? Arsene Wenger. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Yeah, Wenger seems to be a type that looks more long term. He does buy some young players, but he also buys some older, more experienced players like Ozil, Sanchez maybe. I think Sanchez is kind of young. I don't know. How old is he? Sanchez. Whoops, that's stupid. And this is gonna make me a real nightmare to look for this guy. What's his name again? Um, Sanchez. Yeah, while I look, I'm trying to think of other teams. Maybe Alexi Sanchez. He retired already? 33? Did he break his leg too much? Well, yeah. So how old is he? He's 33 in 2025. So he's 20. So he's 23 right now. Yeah. So he's fairly young. Yeah. I think Arsene Wenger seems to be a big believer in the long term outlook type of, not a big believer, but somewhat of a rarity, I say, in professional football. His team's more long term. He's willing to bet that they'll succeed, even though a lot of people criticize him for not buying players. But for the most part, maybe he's true. The guy does say that he can't find anyone that was good. But then again, people say, "Oh, what about all the transfers that happened this year? I mean, this summer." I don't know what's going through his head. I mean, a lot of people criticize him. I think he's taken too much criticism, to be honest. Maybe he just wants to stick with what he has and can't really argue against that. I mean, he manages to do well in a league which is ultra competitive, and I think, what did he get last time? Second? I'm pretty sure people are pissed they always get second, or third, but what are you gonna do? Um, I don't know. Maybe he can find a young promising talent who will carry Arsenal to the new level. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool in the real world. Long term, maybe Dortmund. I don't know. Dortmund seems to be middle of the ground, not too long term and not too short term either. Yeah, I don't really know any other teams, to be honest, besides Arsenal. Maybe they seem to be more towards that route. Maybe Barcelona used to be, probably. I don't know. Everyone's more of a hybrid outlook now. A lot of short term, but a mix of long term thinking. I'm trying to think, who else is there? I mean, I don't think any other teams are really long term believers in that type of business. Where is this? First Division? Yeah, I don't really think. Maybe Olympique Lyon in France. They seem to have a pretty good academy. Southampton, definitely one of the long-term outlook types. Since they're putting so much money in their academy, they have to do well. Who else is there in the Premier League? Maybe Aston Villa, hard to say. Swansea I think is a really big club that plays on value more than long term, I think. It's hard to say. They definitely have a really good squad this season. Got some big signings, or a free signing in Andre Ayew. He got to a decent start, pretty good start compared to other strikers this season. So, uh, congrats to them. But yeah, for the most part, I don't really. Oh, Liverpool seems to be more future, a long-term outlook team. They have a host of really good talent that they have. I think Jordan Ibe. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think it's Ibe. He seems to be a decent player for the Premier League and Liverpool. I'd say Liverpool is part of it. Maybe Everton as well. Hard to say. Everton seems to invest in some young talent. But besides that, I'd say for the most part, I think every other team in the Premier League is pretty much. Uh, I mean, West Ham maybe can also be part of that long-term outlook type. But for the most part, I think all the rest of the teams are pretty much all long short-term. teams that spend big on players that aren't exactly young, that are probably aren't like young. In my opinion, would probably be around under the mid-20s. Like 24 would be the 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 threshold of past young in terms of footballer. But yeah, I'd say I go with long-term thinking just because it's my personal preference. I believe in that philosophy. Um, you wanna find great talent before they get old. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. Do your best to hold on to the young talent before they leave, which seems to be a plague that's occurring in the Eredivisie. Eredivisie. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's the Dutch league. It's the top Dutch league. They seem to have a horrible time with exodus of great players or great young players. I don't know. Bundesliga seems to be suffering that as well. I wouldn't say suffering as much. They're more or less they're kind of like middle-aged players that are leaving for the Premier League. Yeah. Besides that, I think that's about it for long-term philosophy. That's what I go for, long-term. Anyway, if you learned something or agree or disagree, and give video a thumbs up or thumbs down, subscribe to YouTube channel if you're new. 2 links below, Facebook and Twitter. Follow me there. You will always get updates. Thanks for watching, everyone. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time.